Can we just go to Ultresh, please? Yeah, there's clear gap between bat and ball. Hassan, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by.
Well, Afghanistan convinced themselves, didn't they? The correct use of the technology, not out, is the decision that was correct on the field and then emphasised off the field. I think what we saw, Ahmed, was maybe just a little tickle of his back pad with the bat, because there was a noise through the stump mic. That's what convinced Shahidi to go upstairs.
You look at the wicketkeeper was very clear. He said, I did not hear anything. How about you guys? Hashmatullah Shahidi looked very pumped up. He thought that he heard that noise, as you rightly indicated, coming off the pad. But it's small margin. Sometimes you just want to go. Afghanistan haven't been good with the reviews. In the previous ODI, they burned their 2 reviews, and once again, straight away, the first review's been burned.
I think you'll just see it here. If you keep an eye on the back pad, there was something, whether it was almost after the ball had gone by. You can just see there, I think there's a little flick of that back pad, maybe at the inside edge of the bat. Great use of the technology, the correct decision initially. And Afghanistan have burned one of their 2 reviews for this innings, much to the joy of the Bangladesh fans there in the background. Yeah, those ACC structures, they've been hugely beneficial for all of these Asian nations, putting them, right up there. It's been a big part of Afghanistan's development.
Isn't it nice to see them having these opportunities to play and prepare themselves for the biggest stages? It is these players from the under-19 structure that come forward and play for the national side. Afghanistan at the same time doing wonders in the Emerging Asia Cup has been phenomenal. That should really please the Afghanistan leadership, putting all the effort into developing these players. End of the over, number 12, 69 for 1.
So 5 bowlers used thus far. Plenty of other options. Still no Rashid Khan, of course. Continue with the seamers for the moment. There's those youngsters who'll be part of that ACC Under-19s Asia Cup that gets going in 20 days from now. And you look at their group that they'll play in. Afghanistan, Bangladesh, the 2 sides in action here. And then also Nepal and Sri Lanka. Now, that Nepal-Afghanistan Under-19 game at that World Cup in January, low-scoring thriller. How amazing was that? I know Afghanistan lost it and they're used to so much success in the 19s, but Gazanfar was discovered through that campaign. It's a real pathway through.
You'll have the better stats than I do. I think he was the highest wicket taker for Afghanistan in that Under-19 campaign. I think he took 7 wickets. And also, how about that 30-plus runs that he scored against Nepal? He showed he can smash a few big ones.
He can certainly bat as well. I just love how that's become such an active production pathway now. And because of the quality of the ACC and the ICC broadcasts that are put on for those events, all of a sudden, players are being scouted out of them. And they know that if you find a good young mystery spinner at 17, 18, 19, they just pick them. They throw them straight in. I know it's a different format, but Noor Ahmed, star of the show, wasn't he, in the Caribbean Premier League this year? Can't get a game in this Afghan ODI side. That's the depth of the spin bowling stocks in Afghanistan.
Isn't it good to have such a problem when you have so many players benched who have done wonders across the world when you look at the franchise cricket, yet they are not able to make it to the playing 11 because you already have many more there doing the job. You talked about these games being broadcasted. It's also for the others in the country to watch him play and get inspired. It inspires the younger generation of the players to come forward and play for their country.
Yeah, I can assure you, back in Nepal, back in my second home there in Kathmandu, that victory for Nepal over Afghanistan was front page news. And that's an under-19 team, not even the national side. Front page of every paper. Obviously, it was an amazing finish too. A little slower ball out of the back of the hand. But Gazanfer was one of those that lit up the tournament. He took 8 wickets. And it was really the average, the economy rate of just 3.35. But also, think about Quaina Mataka. 21 wickets, leading wicket taker in the tournament, straight into the IPL off the back of that.
True, and thank you for correcting me. I didn't exactly remember 7 or 8 wickets, but that's right. He was the highest wicket taker for Afghanistan in that tournament.
Also, we've seen a debutant into the Australian team from that 19s as well. The young left-arm spinner debuted up in Scotland. It's a real production path now, isn't it? That 19s goes straight through to the senior team. 13 bowled, 72 for 1.